Yo, what up? How you doing? Welcome to G Music Island and Chris Owners. It's a brand new show. We got you all ready to rock and roll on this new season. First up,
Every day by day, I did make my pay.
End up at the beach all night, hiding away.
well, this season we got so much lined up there for you. First of all, we're gonna be having my models on the show. We're gonna be improvising a lot of stuff on the show. And also we're gonna be having live performances, interviews, and also music collaboration. All of these are gonna be happening on this very new season. Make sure you're following us on our Facebook, Twitter, and also on Instagram. One touch, one click, only on G Music Island. I look forward to see you. Let's do it. Hello everybody, welcome to G Music Island. It's good to see you guys and thank you for tuning in. It's the G Music Island show. As always, every week we bring in varieties of artists, musical video, and also interaction on the show. But today, you can see what we have here, the wonderful two sisters. I join me on the show, no other person than Edgy V. Hey girls, how you all doing? You good?
Hi, yeah. Hi, Chris. How are you doing?
Hi. Good to see you guys and thank you for coming on board on the G Music Island platform. It's great to see artists like yourself doing it big and fighting for the things you love most. Let's get to meet you guys. Tell us about yourself.
So I'm Edgy V, and this is Gigi Karma, and so I'm the vocalist, and Edgy V is the rapper. Yeah. So we're a twin sister duo, and we perform hip hop songs together, and we co-write and co-perform, I suppose, and collaborate on different kinds of projects. Yeah.
Very good, very good. That's the first thing I was gonna ask Christopher. I said, okay, am I gonna ask them if they're twin or I'm just gonna ask them maybe they're just sisters? Which way to kind of put it, Truly, I did actually say that to Daniel before we come on board to say, look, am I gonna ask them if you're twin or not? But okay, but I'm glad you just said it, so thank you for answering my question.
No, it's a very common question.
Yeah. So girls, it's good to see you guys. You guys are into hip hop music. You're into R&B, this kind of stuff. First, let's get to meet you guys on what really inspired you guys to become artists. Let's talk about it.
Music was always a big part of our lives since we were little. Our grandmother used to teach us poems, and we would learn them off by heart. It was very easy for us to do. Our dad used to film us with his camera. We were very lucky to have a dad who had a very high-tech camera for being 90s babies. And he used to ask us to perform songs. So that's how we got really comfortable in front of the camera. We attended choirs. We were going to drama classes and stuff in school. But we're actually originally from Lithuania. So that's one thing to mention. We moved here when we were 11 years old. And that's when everything kind of took a back seat. Our parents divorced when we were about 14 years old. Yeah, 14 years old. And our dad moved back to Lithuania. And we weren't very creatively active here in Ireland at all because we were kind of in the middle of a small town. So there wasn't that much available in terms of like music performance for children. But there was still like a lot of sports and activities that people could get involved with, but not so much on the performance side of things. So that kind of took a backseat at that point in our time. And then our teen years began. Our teen years began, and actually we had to go through the loss of a father when we were 17. So that was actually a very tough time in our lives that we needed to reconnect with ourselves on an emotional level, and music was kind of the way to do it for us. So for us to process the thing that happened, like the trauma that happened, we started writing music. We just started performing for ourselves as a hobby, just to literally put our emotions on paper and just to kind of get it out of ourselves, you know what I mean, to be able to go through the emotional turmoil that we were in at that point in time. So we got back into music. And the fact that, like I said, we very much associated our dad with like the performances and him asking us to perform for him for his camera, because he actually used to be a lorry driver. So he was away for very long periods at a time, and then he would come home. He would want to kind of have something to save his memories of us growing up and us doing things like that. So we were very encouraged from both of our parents. We were very energetic children growing up. So yeah, they needed
Say the least.
yeah, so they needed a way to get the energy out of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they just encouraged us to perform all the time. Yeah, and it brought
Yeah.
us to this moment today where, you know, there was a period where we were kind of letting go of the pain, and now we've come into a point where now we're focusing more on our stage presence, bringing different energy besides just bad music, and try to bring more uplifting and focus on kind of our overall sound.
Try to inspire people, but inspire.
I'm trying. There's so many information you guys are kind of releasing out there, and I'm trying to figure out, okay, which am I going to throw in? But great, this is what I want to talk about a lot more. You know, get to meet artists here in Ireland. We don't really talk about ourselves a lot more. We're just focusing on the music. And viewers at home these days, it's good for them to get to know who the artist is. You know, especially when you're sharing your life experience, talking about stuff that really inspires you to get into music. There's a whole lot more into that. You know, I want to ask you about how you two perform on stage, especially for sisters. I don't want to say if you leave to get together, but I don't know how you guys do plan your time to perform on stage. How do you manage to put time to get together to make it happen?
It's a great question. It's actually a difficult one because at the moment we're back at our mom's home. So yeah, we're actually back at our family home. But before this, we actually were living separately, and I was working full time, and so was my sister. And basically, it was really hard to balance the time to meet and actually find the time to rehearse. And actually, the technological advances that we do have, we used to actually set up video chats just to have meetings and stuff like that, just to kind of have a run through of what's going on, who has to do what, and then we kind of share the workload and kind of go from there. And then in terms of performances, it's actually we find it very important to meet in person because you know the way the energy kind of bounces off of each other. So it's very important to be in the same room for that, especially because when you're delivering songs in a certain way, we always give each other feedback. So we kind of give constructive criticism. So I think it's very important to be in the same room, do that. We also do a lot of different exercises to progress as artists. So we have days where we sit down and we look videos of artists that we really love and adore, and we love their stage presence. So we kind of analyze what do they do on stage. We do a lot of song analysis of songs that we love and break it down to progress in our writing of our lyrics and things like that. So we're always kind of upskilling ourselves to be better every time. Yeah.
That's good. Bravo to you too. Well done. It's good. You know, there's nothing like a teamwork. You know, once there's a simple understanding there, you know, you guys can really bring the energy to the table. And that's what we're talking about when it comes to the music industry, you know. So I think, was it this year you guys released your first EP? Is that correct? Yeah?
It's actually not out just yet.
Okay, it's not okay.
Yeah, we had an EP showcase, and we obviously, a lot of artists have gotten their recording process delayed unless they have home studios. We were actually recording in the Button Factory in the Temple Lane studio, so we actually have one more song left to record, but just one song. Yeah, one song, but we happen to have most of our songs actually recorded, which is really good because it's now getting mixed and mastered in the meantime. So we have one more song left before the official release, which is something we're very happy about because we're very close. So as soon as studios are back open, we'll be in the studio to record the remaining song, which is Standstill. So Standstill is the last song for us to record, and we'll be good and on our way to do another showcase once gigs are back on and properly release the EP. And to tell you the truth, a lot of people were saying that we were very unorthodox, like to actually have a EP performance, like live performance, before the EP was released. And we was kind of saying, like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? We're kind of like, we're doing things differently. We want to do things our own way, and we wanted people to get an inside look of what the EP actually sounds like before the actual release, so to kind of hype it up a little bit. But then when the Corona crisis kind of fell in, and then all the gigs actually became canceled, we actually were kind of really glad that we did it at that point in time, because we would have had to wait a really, really long time before actually doing it again. So yeah, we were kind of happy we did it. So everything happens for a reason, you know? Just follow your gut.
That's really good, because what you guys do is called creative. You know, you want to bring something unique, something different, something you feel, you know, this is the way you want to go. I know sometimes it is hard for people to kind of follow something that is new, but once they see consistency and the way you're going, people dive into it, you know. And you've been doing some performance for us as well today, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, we are. A
And
short little preview. Yeah, so the song is actually our official single of the EP, which is so we actually never mentioned the name of the EP, which is the Clone Complex Part One. And the single of the EP is called Dream Reaper, which we released our music video for that back in November 15th. Yeah. So this is the song that we're gonna perform, and it's only gonna be half of the song, just to give us a little. So you can check out the music video online yourselves then. Yeah. So if you just search Edgy V and Gigi Karma Dream Reaper on YouTube, you'll be able to find the music video.
Okay, super, wonderful. Don't give too much because we like people to go in and check you out and see what you guys are up to. So we're gonna give them a little bit of it though. Not too much. Before we do so, guys, I want to say thank you too for really coming on board. And it's been a very strong period of time. Everyone's sitting at home trying to think of what is best to really do. But at the end of the day, you guys make use of your time really well. And I want to say thank you both for coming on board. So we're going to go on a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get the twin sisters. Put it this way, that's what I want to call it, the twin sisters. So check it out, y'all. All right, viewers, stay tuned for more of this. We'll be right back after this. Take it away. Thank you.
I'm in a dark place. I'm in a dark place. I'm in this dark place. Feels like I ain't going anywhere. Time is stopping, holding on to what's left of the moment. Not getting out anytime soon. Suffocated, my mindset created a chain around my neck. No shirt, I haven't slept. Haunted by promises of what I said, but I never cared. It's true what they say, cause you believe it. Chased by the dream reaper. Sensitive, can't get any deeper. No, I cannot get any deeper. Running after materials, to a point you're oblivious. You're not serious about what you want, and you pull those stunts. Understand this, and there's only sometimes you will feel lonely. Get those tears dry, give it time, and you will realize. Let it out, smile it out. Don't fight anymore, listen to your soul. Give up what you know ain't good for you. Give it up, give it up. 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 You know it ain't good for you.
The only nights that we don't sleep are the days we don't dare to dream while our dreams stay asleep. Are the days we chose not to keep, and now we try to stay awake in the day, chasing our motivation with stimulants that only keep us further away. It's like a game we play, a race with our brain, a fight but growth or pain, a routine of the same adventures we annihilate for financial gain. We trap ourselves in an unbreakable chain to protect our family's name. So social like fame, but I know you're not the same. You are different, you know the cost of it, and you're willing to pay. The green light is the highlight of your flame. I know you're here with me, come with me to Manila.
Good to see you guys. Thank you. Good. Guys, that's what we talk about. It's good to see artists like yourself, fighting for the best, pushing for the best, striving for the best. And this is what we talk about. And keep doing what you do best. I understand at the moment you're all at home. It's difficult to do certain things that you want to do while you're on stage doing your performance. So don't worry. November, December, we still got a long way to go before the year wrap up. So we want to come see you guys doing your live performance on stage. Before we wrap this up, have your website people can find you or check you guys out?
Yeah, so we don't actually have an official website of our own, but we do have our social media platforms that we use, our Instagram, our Facebook. We do actually have separate pages. Mine is GG Karma, double G Karma with a C, and Edgy V our own as well. Yeah, so we have our own Facebook pages, our own Instagram, so you can find it gg.karma with 2 A's at the end, and Edgy V on Instagram. And then if you want to find our YouTube channel, it's Edgy V and GG Karma.
Super duper, guys. Well done, great stuff. And hopefully your first music video should be out by around November time. Is that correct? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, super. So will you let us know when it's out? We don't mind. We will be able to showcase it and probably bring you guys on board and talk about it as well.
We'd love that. We'd love
that. Best of luck to you, and I will speak with you guys soon enough. All right?
Talk soon, Chris. Thank you for having me. Take care.
Okay. Yeah, viewers, stay tuned for more of the show to come. It's the Dreamers Garland. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. More musical video. Take it away.